When you see this video, I'll be in Washington, D.C. as a part of the Goldman Sachs Small Business 10,000 Small Business Summit. A year ago, I was invited to go to a school put on by Goldman Sachs for it's up to 17,000 now small businesses to help them grow their business. And so what I did was take what they taught me and basically tripled the income of my business. And what I did was understand how a business grows. That's what they taught me, that you have to first identify a growth opportunity and then hire people and access capital to take advantage of that growth opportunity. Well, when they taught me that, I just transferred that and said, well, that's how companies grow as well. Companies like Amazon, Google, NVIDIA, they recognize a growth opportunity. They gear up for it by hiring the talent and accessing the capital to bring them to so that they can access the TAM or market the new product that they've decided to grow their business through. So that's what they taught me to do. Now what I'm doing is through this summit, they want me to come back and share with them the success that I've had with my business, expose me to more ideas of business, and then to put me in front of my U.S. congressmen and senators so that they understand what Goldman Sachs is contributing to the economy through the small business effort, and then also to basically put themselves in good standing with the government. Okay, I understand all that, but I have another objective. What I've learned from what Goldman Sachs has taught me, and then how I have used that to access AI and tripling the size of my business in the past 6 months, which also put my portfolio, I put aside $750,000 last May, and I handed that over or joined in teamwork with my AI assistants, and we've doubled it in 6 months. And do I believe that I can double it again in the next 6 months? Yeah, I do, because I figured out what a growth company is, what it looks like in its infancy, in its adolescence, in its maturity, and then I go and search for them. And it's not all that difficult. There were, 362 companies in the last year, thus far this year, that are up something in the neighborhood of over 100%. There are another 200 of them that are up over 200%. All you've got to do is say, who are these companies that have these growth opportunities and what do they look like? And that's what I want to explain to my senators, Tommy Tuberville and Katie Burke, that there is an opportunity if we can teach small businesses in Alabama and if we can teach students how to use AI, as I have, we can become the hub for AI, much as Silicon Valley has become the hub for technology. If we know how to do it and we can teach other people how to do it and nurture them through help from our government, from our state legislators, we can turn Alabama into another Silicon Valley, except we'll call it AI Valley, artificial intelligence, ALAI, Alabama AI. That's where I am today in Washington, D.C., meeting with people like Michael Bloomberg. Yeah, that's right. I will have an opportunity, I hope, to explain this to Michael Bloomberg, to the executives of Goldman Sachs, to Martha Stewart. Even Mr. Wonderful is going to be there. This is what I want to do with the rest of my life. I want to make a difference, and I'll be damned if I didn't get invited to go to Washington, D.C. to tell some of the biggest executives in the financial world, and then my congressmen and senators, that we collectively can change this world. That's where I am today. My portfolio is continuing to grow. We had a bit of a drop in Rambus yesterday. So I went to Samantha and asked her why. Why did Rambus go down 20% this morning? I asked her before, in fact, if the market opened, and she told me, bye, Kerry. You're going to reach your objective with Rambus. And that, would I have known to do that if I didn't have access to the AI agents that I've built, that I've created a 4-page prompt so that I could go in before the market opened and say, why is Rambus down? Is it a one-off event? Is it something that happened? The fact is, yes, it was. It was a tax consequence that they had to pay, which reduced their projected earnings. And they own their space, and they have 40% of their market, and that market sits in AI centers, data centers. Okay, that's where I'm at. I hope, let me know where you're at, okay? And if you're making money with the work that I'm doing, I'm so pleased. I want to change your life.